I don't remember where we left off. So we're just gonna have to figure it out together. Oh, right. So we got the thing, the stone, the egg, whatever. And now we have to take it to Big Bird. I mean, Superbird. Oh, the car alarm. All right. Superduck, not Superbird. What is Superbird? That's a thing. I don't know. Superboard is a Stray Kids song. I don't know. There it is. How glorious. I hope it wasn't much trouble to secure. It was a complete pain in the... Yes, give it to us. I also have a sore throat, so I'm sorry my voice sounds a little fucked up. Delicious. Oh, it ate it. He did say he wanted to eat it. This is ours. The ancient knowledge of the cosmos. Already, we can feel it coursing through our roots. It burns. Yes, you've both done well. It was a long night, but now it's over. The stars shine somewhere in the sky. Not here, but somewhere. There's a little time before dawn. It wasn't so bad of a job. Could have been worse. And we've sent a little money to your purse. No sense getting lost in despair tonight. There will be time for that later. Take the money, go home, forget this night. Die in peace. Goodbye. Act 3, Faraway lights. Oh. Hey kid, I leave you alone for a couple of hours and you nearly get yourself killed. You lucky I passed by when I did. Wait, what did I almost get myself killed. Wasn't I in the elevator? No. What was I doing last time we saw me? Okay. What happened? Maybe you can tell me. I'm walking back from the bar, passing by your house when I hear a scream. Oh! Driver update required. Enumerating alphabetical index. Array member deleted. What is that? No. Please, no. If you can hear me? Please. Away that robot, please. Please get away. Million? I knew it. Million became whatever. Like I've been saying this whole time. She's bad. Whatever, it's bad news. And then I did the thing with the attic, unlocked something, and Million became different. Okay, I'm walking back from the bar, passing by your house when I hear a scream. I run inside and the damn robot's trying to eat your face off. I had to empty my clip just to slow it down. I don't believe it. Believe what you want, I'm just telling you what happened. Is Million still alive? I don't think so, kid. Million's back at the house, spread out all over the floor. I don't want this to be too difficult for you. I know that robot was in your family a long time. You're not soft like your brother, so I'll just say it straight. I never trusted her. Never. When I heard Catherine brought her into your house, I said to myself, that ought to cause some trouble. Million's a St. Clair unit. That company's bread and butter is in corporate security and espionage. They don't let one of them things just walk away. Anywhere they end up is right where Thomas St. Clair wants them to be. Listening. Watching. Catherine's a person of interest to them people. They took advantage of her one weakness. Guilt. She blamed Blue's death on herself. She made his life piss poor for a while. The man would work every turnaround he could just to catch a break from it. That's how my daddy told it to me, anyhow. That's not true. She did what she could for Blue. Well, it's always more complicated than it seems from the outside. When you don't love somebody, there's really no way to let them down easy, is there? But anyhow, the way I figure it, Catherine been trying to make all that heartache up to Blue. Thought maybe she could use the robot as a stand-in for Blue, I suppose. Show that robot the love she never showed Blue. And so she let a spy into her house. Where am I? You in my place of business on Apple Street. Padu Pi. Who are you? Don't do this to me again. I'm famous, alright? Everybody knows about me. Lot to take in. I know. I'm not trying to cause you no more stress, but where the hell's your brother? You still ain't found him? We were looking for him when Million attacked. I'll be honest, I don't think Million was ever looking for Blake. I think she was looking for something else. No telling what. At least she's done causing trouble, or so I hope, but we better be sure. Best thing to do is to head back to the house, check on the bot, see what we can find out about your brother. There was that answering machine on the desk screaming my ears off. Might be worth checking. Oh, and before I forget, you dropped your phone. LeBlanc slides a phone across the desk. It's not mine, because I threw mine into the river. Found it on the ground back at the house. Toilet's right over there. Splash some water on your face and let's roll. Sorry, am I splashing water on my face from the toilet? Is that what is happening here? Stop touching that unless you want to see me clown up. I mean, kinda. Please, place next door complains that they can see me when I'm on the pot. Told them look the other way. Ain't like I'm making you watch. I think they like my whole other. But I think they like my hole otherwise. Keeps us connected. He means in the wall. He means his hole in the wall. Lots more I could say about this hole. Hell, I could stand here and talk to you about it all day. Alright? That's where I keep track of all the dead bodies I found. You can find a lot of dead bodies if you go looking. Kind of like a treasure hunt. Toilet's right there if you need to wash off. That's not... Splash a little water on your face, Kay. You ain't looking too good. It doesn't give me the option to do that. Million. Million was a spy. LeBlanc believes that Million was a spy for Thomas St. Clair, planted in your home to keep tabs on your mom. Million was a security android. She guarded the perimeter of the aluminum refinery in Gramercy. One day she ran away. Why? You don't know. Million. What? No. Is that it? That's not what I meant to do. It's Mom's! It's Mom's phone! No head drive connection available. No, that's not what I meant to do. Wouldn't it be funny if it found something in here? It's just all the things that I did. This is my office, where the magic happens. Pretty cool, huh? It's getting to be too much. Figures after Catherine died, she'd leave a big mess behind. Just keep your head on straight, alright? We're going to find Blake, and then you can skip town again and forget this place for good. Hell, if there's room in the truck, I might come along. I trusted Million. Like I said, I never trusted her, not for a minute. Figure she was just a set of eyes for Thomas St. Clair. Okay, so I still have the option to record voice memos, so I need to delete some stuff. Should I put my phone away? Just stop scroll. I'll keep that one. Where are we going? My house. The house. Way I found you, I came in right here through the front door. It took me a minute to figure out where all the noise was coming from till I climbed up into the attic. They had a ladder that went down through the attic into a closet like a damn haunted house. I got down there, seen the robot had its claws around your neck, so what I did was I kicked you out the way. Probably kicked you pretty hard, come to think about it. Robot's face is all opened up. She had, shit, I don't even know what it was, a big glowing tumor floating in her head. She tried closing up her face to protect it, but I already had my 9 drawn. Popped her a few good times before she could snap her face shut. She whined a little bit and fell over. Wasn't easy getting you back up that ladder, but I managed. Let's go check and make sure the robot's still there. Maybe have a look around that room. That's right where I left her. Don't look like she's going nowhere. What the hell is Catherine doing in this room? Spooks me out. Was my mind map? No. Was my mind map updated too? Million was shot in the face. After discovering your mom's head drive, Million attacked you. LeBlanc was passing by the house, heard the commotion, and rushed to help. He shot her multiple times, destroying her processor. So, this time he wasn't taking a shit. Don't even look, Kay. Just don't think about it. She wasn't who you thought she was. You run your fingers over the flaking glass of Million's faceplate. Shards fall to the ground beside her limp hands. There is no life left to the machine, but it's the machine, so... At the center of the table sits a cheap plastic electronic device. One USB cord runs from the instrument to the computer tower. The other runs to the laptop. No Wi-Fi connection detected. What kind of gizmo is this? Drivers corrupted. Device requires update. Kate? Get me online. This answering machine kinda pushy. Let's get it hooked up to the internet, see what happens. This military-grade signal jammer, no wonder I can't pick up no service at the office. One of these is enough to take the whole neighborhood offline. The signal jammer is enough to start— yeah, you said that. Take someone with expertise to disable one of these things. Need me to handle it? Why don't you just unplug it? Yeah, exactly. That thing should have a connection now. Wi-Fi connection detected. Installing drivers. Installation complete. Warning, critical I/O functionality has been deprecated. To interact with this instance, please install your preferred head drive client on your mobile device. For more information on hosting options, please visit the Greater New Orleans Neural Versioning Clinic website today. Okay. Head drive client? You got one of them on your phone, Kay? It's on my phone, but yeah. Compressing local artifacts. Resolved. Establishing remote connection. Kay? Enumerated items. Kay, I'm speaking to my daughter. Catherine? Yes. Y'all fucking with me because I'm drunk? Base enumeration module. Conflict detected. Can you? Attacked K. Attacked K? You talking about Million? What is Million? What are you talking about, Kate? How the hell are we even having this conversation? You pull the phone from LeBlanc. What happened to Million? Enumeration error. I'm sorry, I do not know Million. I do not know what happened to Million. Tell us what you remember. Last. There, in the chair where I sat, the room was dark. The clinician asked questions. After the appointment, I was to meet with Superduck. About Superduck. Superduck is the version consciousness of Duck. The what? Please rephrase. Kate, why you was going to see Duck? I was going to see Superduck, a spawn of Duck, a deformity. But why, Catherine? Because of what I saw in the lake. Kay, you ever went to see Duck like I told you? We better go pay him another visit. I can't make no sense of this. You are my child. Is the session complete? My oldest. I remember that you held my leg as a baby when you began to walk. Please specify what you mean by blue. He was your husband. Kay, can you hear me? Kay, please. I do not know about blue. Have I forgotten blue? The house was dark and I couldn't make out the shape. Was this blue? I remember many things about Blake. I remember that he cried. He didn't want me to die. He asked me not to die. Did I die? What are you? I am Catherine Madere, age 52, branch identifier, November YX2RV1.0.0. I am hosted on a 32 terabyte head host external hard drive. without cloud support. We need to find Blake. What happened? Dear? To my son? Blake's missing. Blake is missing? He is lost? His face is a shadow. Kate, you know where he might be? Blake is missing. This phone broken or something? That's enough. This answering machine mentioned Duck. Let's run by Dimes and have a word with him. Maybe he knows what's going on with all this nonsense. An anti-malware advertisement repeats itself infinitely on the laptop display. I never liked the robot, but it's still hard seeing her this way. Had to do it though, otherwise you'd be the one missing a face. Should we go see Duck? I gather we should. That's about the only sense I can make out of what that phone was saying. Garrett? And Garrett? Two teenagers wearing cheap costumes block the door. Each wears a name tag that reads Garrett. Happy Halloween, kids. You look like a couple of soda cans. Get off my lawn, bitch. Where the hell's Duck? Where the hell's Duck? That's what I'm asking you. Deus Volt, motherfucker. Excuse me, boy? Getting a little fresh? Think I might have to whoop your ass. Seriously? Let's kill the degenerate. I don't know, dude. I mean, I could if I wanted to. I just... Silence, Garrett. I can't see shit out of this thing. Stand tall, the barbarians are at the gate. The adolescent turns toward LeBlanc. LeBlanc? Ready yourself for death. Are we gonna have to fight these guys? Okay. Come on. Oh, fuck this shit. Just what in the hell was that about? Let's go check on Duck. Now I'm worried. Duck? Hey Duck? Clay, you round, bro? Well, man ain't left this house in years. How them little kids do with him? A scribbled letter sits on the desk. Never thought things would get this fucked up. All took a turn after he made us tie up the dead lady's kid. Dead lady's kid? Kay? You don't think... Then he tossed John's head in the water. What in the... And John's eyes, they weren't his, they were glowing. I'll never forget that. All the Garretts at the Rocket been sneaking around trying to find his head. I didn't like John, but hell, everyone deserves a funeral. We know he tossed it out of the boat somewhere around lat 30.077, long 90.366, but the lake is so full of sediment we can't see. I'm not gonna remember that shit. Losing hope that we'll find it. That's all for now. You boys be safe. Them coordinates is in Lake Pontchartrain. They're searching the swamps. LeBlanc slides the paper to you. Put that in your pocket. This right here is the closest thing to a lead we got. That dead lady's kid just might be your brother. Oh no. Oh hell, bruh. Duck, hey! Duck slouches in his office chair. LeBlanc shakes the man's shoulder and snaps his fingers before his face. He's breathing. Wake up, Pops. Wake up. Duck's eyes slowly widen. Brett? He attempts to smile. What's good, detective? You don't look so hot, Clay. We gotta get you some help over here. Just taking a nap is all. Them little creeps still out front? We took care of them. Duck turns to you. How about you, Kay? You ever get your mother's stuff back from the refinery? Yeah. What'd you find? Forged discount card that unlocked a secret room in the middle of the house? Bro, Catherine James Bond all of a sudden? Why are you so surprised, Brett? That sounds like Catherine to me. That's who she was. From the outside, she was just normal, mundane. You wouldn't think much of her. But that was a disguise, a costume that she wore. She was clever, always hiding something. What's going on around here, bro? What them kids was doing outside? Two little ones got separated from the rest of the pack. They had a whole gang in here earlier asking me all kinds of questions I didn't know the answers to. All because of that thing right there. He lifts a hand towards the device on the desk. Biggest mistake of my life. How they managed to find it is beyond me. Thought I'd lost it years ago. Figures that it'd come back to find me. So, what is it? That piece of trash head drive I was telling you about earlier has my brain sitting on it. Gave birth to that monster that calls itself Superduck, the one your mother got mixed up with. But the head drive seems more or less broken now. Tell us more about the intruders. Where'd they go? Don't know. Couldn't even guess what all this is about. They mentioned your mother. Said they have her. They have Kate? How? That's what I'm wondering myself. Catherine's laying in a casket on River Road. Them dummies probably grabbed the wrong person. What would they want with her? You think I know, Brett? What about Blake? They say anything about him? Nothing about Blake, but wouldn't surprise me if he's in the mix. Takes after his granddaddy. What are they asking? Asking me to talk to that drive, interpret what it was saying. Something about needing to find a rock? Or no, a stone. I just kept my mouth shut. I don't want a thing to do with that head drive. It's cursed. I guess they figured it out on their own, because they sure left in a hurry. Why didn't they take the head drive with them? It was so chaotic in here, I didn't know what was going on. All of them just shouting over each other. They were as confused as I was. Whole thing seemed like a big mess. Like nobody was in charge, and then suddenly they were gone. How'd they even find the head drive? Like I said, I don't have the slightest clue. Figure that monster ran afoul of these people, stole something from them. Maybe they did a little research, found the head drive that started it all. Maybe they thought if they did that, they could find whatever it is they're looking for. How'd they know it was yours? That part's easy, it's got my name on the thing. That's enough. We'll get you help. No, don't bother with me. A little nap is all I need. No way in hell I'm calling. You ain't calling nobody, Brett. Cool it. You think this is bad? The way I am right here? Been this way for years. You getting bent out of shape about it. I just been sitting in this house, hardly able to walk. No more good days. You want to help me? Come drop by from time to time, alright? I will, Clay. I really will. Good. That's all I'm asking. Okay. This looks just like the gizmo Kate had. When'd everybody start getting these things? And nobody wanted to tell their boy Brett? You think it'll hook up to your phone, Kay? Same as the other one? Network ping detected. Network distress. Emergency safe mode initiated. Prime node in terminal state. Lat minus 30.0632. LAN might not be minus 90.3428. Them coordinates way out in the lake, just like the ones written down in that note. Your truck got gas? Think we'll be taking us a little trip to the lakefront. I'm ready when you are. Okay, let's see what we got. We got superduck. Contracted your mom. Your mom was conducting research for the monster known as superduck shortly before her death. Superduck is a viral fork of Duck's consciousness created by the same neural versioning clinic that your mom visited before her death. The head drive that once hosted the version somehow escaped Duck's possession and spread like a network virus. It eventually manifested itself physically into what Duck describes as a monster. Garrett. The Garretts are wandering around Norco. There are young men wandering around Norco wearing plastic battle armor and name tags that say Garrett. The Garretts. You found a note at Duck's house that suggests the Garretts may have kidnapped Blake. Duck also overheard them mention that they have your mom. The Garretts are looking for a decapitated head somewhere in the lake. The Garretts. They managed to find the original head drive that spawned the monster called Superduck. Duck believes Superduck stole something from them, and they want it back. They brought the head drive to Duck in order to force him to communicate with it. He refused. The Garretts are in a state of disarray. Duck says the Garretts left his house in a state of disarray and confusion, as if there was a breakdown in leadership. They left in a hurry, however, which may suggest that they found what they were looking for. There's a head in the lake. The Garretts are looking for it. Alright. What you got, buddy? How you holding up, kid? What's with that letter we found? Bruh says they was looking for a head in the lake, somewhere around the coordinates it listed. We'll get it figured out, kid. This is the kind of thing they pay me for. What was Duck's head drive talking about? Spitting out coordinates in the lake. Closest thing to a clue we got. I suggest we head that way. Do whatever you need to around town and let's go. I don't think I need to do anything else around town. Shield's chemical annex sits a small distance from the house. One thing, I wish I knew where Monkey was. Just slow down, kid. Road's washed up out here. You continue to accelerate, but the truck stays put. Christ, Kay, what'd I tell you? Got any recovery gear on this thing? Shit, I don't know. We're on foot now, I guess. Looks like there's a fishing camp just up the road. If we want to reach the coordinates, we'll need a boat, but they got one we can borrow. Hey, I know just where we're at. That's Peachy Doohan's fishing camp. Me and my daddy more or less lived out here for a time. Old man Peachy hated my ass. And that's the Interstate 10 overpass over there. The map on the bulletin board might help refresh my memory. And I wonder who we got to talk to get a ride in that boat. These coordinates we got are all the way out in the lake. Let me take a look at this map right quick so I can get my bearings. The detective inspects the map pinned to the bulletin board, tracing his finger along the bayous. Yeah, alright, I remember this whole stretch from when I was a kid. Call this area leblanc. Used to be an old fishing village up until a hurricane knocked it out the lake. Peachy's camp was the only building left standing. That's where we're at now. Trepanier's Pond is just across the way. They named it after a plantation man from back in the old days. Then you got the Interstate Canal. The government dug that to build Interstate 10. They let a whole lot of salt water into the swamp in the process, killed off a lot of the trees. That's how we ended up with the ghost bayous. Them just some old bayous without any trees left standing. The banks eroded without no roots to hold them in place, so you can't hardly see where you're steering your boat before you run it aground. Weren't just the government's fault, though. Long time ago, they used to log these swamps for timber, left scars all over the place. Like the logging wheel. The reason it looks like a wheel is because they'd park a big pool boat right there in the center. Then them guys would start chopping the trees down, going out in one direction, then another, like the spokes of a wheel. They called it a pull boat because they'd hitch the trees onto a big rope, and the boat in the center would pull the trees in. They had a drum on the boat, about the size of a car. The drum would spin to wind up the rope. Big coal-fired son of a bitch. My granddaddy told me it'd spit out smoke like you ain't never seen. And down there's the lower suction canal. A lot of people died along that canal when the hurricane came through and took out leblanc. They got people to go scuba diving in there looking for treasure lost to the storm. Not always easy to find your way around the area. Good thing there's a map. Looks like somebody stuck a note to it. It says Garrett. A name tag pins a hand-scrawled letter to the board. Garrett. Yo, Garrett! Garrett, again with these little dudes. Meet us at John's Pond on the northeast side of the lake for the launch. Ain't never heard of John's Pond in my life. It's a mess over there. People have been posting about it online, driving out from the city to take pictures with the Ark. If you're coming this way, the only route is through the ghost bayous. Open up the Apocryphon app and take a look at the map. You'll see some blinking lights. Those mark the locations of portals. When you dive through them, it's like snorting that stuff Ditchman scrapes off the urinal. It's a fucking nightmare. If you can keep your head on straight, the portals will take you to a light source. Each one will be a little different. Don't let it freak you out. Just be a cool Garrett and make those lights blink just like you see on the map. Do that and you'll get swamp vision, bruh. The ghost bayous will appear before you. Good luck. What? Don't worry, I got this. What's that about? You see that? You hold the phone up to the map and it shows them little blinking dots. One of the logging wheels blinking real fast. The one at the Trepanier's Pond is blinking slow. Move your phone around the map, see if there's more. Yeah, dude, no, that's what I was doing. That's blinking twice. Ooh. Oh. That one's not blinking at all. Got shells? Rangia clam shells, yard full of them. I stay in Laplace. Call or text. Book your ideal stay in Louisiana's natural wetland habitats. With short and long-term options available, you can live like a local in one of America's most mysterious regions. Swampaway is committed to sustainability. We believe in rebuilding Louisiana's wetlands for a greener, more verdant future. Book before the new year and receive a free snack pack delivery during your stay. Alright. Whoever been raising my trap's going to die, bruh. Okay. What we got? More Garrett. The Garretts are meeting at John's Pond. The letter on the fishing camp bulletin board instructs Garretts passing through to meet at John's Pond on the northeast side of the lake for the launch. That old man Peachy's fishing camp. He sure hated my ass. What do you make of the map at the bulletin board? The one hanging on the bulletin board? That's what he said. When you held your phone up to it, it showed blinking dots. No two dots blinked the same. I don't know what to make of it. Did you pass your phone over the whole thing? There was a letter pinned to the map. It might be worth a read. A man fishes from the dock. Is it Old Man Peachy? Evening. That your boat? Not mine. Believe that boat belongs to the camp. So they got the key inside one of them units? I suppose they do. Let's go pay them units a visit, Kay. See if we can get a key from one of them. Can you help us pull our truck out of the mud? You were racing down the levee, weren't you? She was hitting every washout she saw. Wish I could help. I got a winch on my truck, but it's on the other side of the spillway. You know Peachy? Peachy Duhan, the old man who owns the camp? Sure, I know Peachy. What do you mean, new Peachy? You ain't seen about it in the news? Peachy been dead a long time, maybe 10 years. Come on. Yeah, Peachy been dead, and he took several others with him. The man finally cracked. Damn, figured it might end like that for him. He was a bad dude. Say anything about me before he died, Brett LeBlanc? What? Anything bad about me? I don't think you understand what happened here. Peachy locked himself in that camp with 3 hostages and a pile of ammunition and refused to leave. Wasn't because he was mad at me, though. This guy really thinks very highly of himself. The hell kind of question is that? Forget it. So who's got the camp now? His grandson split the place into units and turned them into vacation rentals. All kinds of people pass in and out now. Figure they don't have any clue what took place inside there. You know anything about that note on the bulletin board? The one with the name tag on it? All I know is these boys been coming by taking pictures of that map with their phones. They're always interesting types passing through since they turned Peachy's place into vacation rentals. These fellows are a different type entirely. The I-10 overpass runs above a dredged channel from east to west. Nice little flatboat. Might be able to get them coordinates we found back at Duck's house, but the motor takes the key. What kind of knock is that, Kay? You're not gonna get nobody's attention knocking like that. You gotta get wacky with it. Knock fast. Open up! We gotta use that boat right quick. The boat came with the rental. It's ours. Bro, let me just lay it out for you. This little highway rat right here is looking for a brother. You got me? We think he might be out there in the swamp. Wish I could help you, but we need that boat. Good luck. Nah, knock again, Kay. Just keep knocking until we get a key to that boat motor. They'll get sick of us eventually. Hey, man. Lord, help me. If you need the boat so much, why ain't you using it? That isn't any of your business. I'm trying to save lives here, bruh. As are we. Save lives how? Through research, which is this conversation is preventing me from conducting, so please leave. Good night. Knock again. Just keep on knocking. I can do this all night. Hey, come on. Please, I'm begging you to quiet down. Listen, I think we can work something out here. Trout, my cousin Susie's ex-husband, he bought 4 or 5 gold doubloons from a Canadian guy in Mississippi. He buried one of them under his mom's house. I'm over there all the time. I keep a few car batteries in her shed. Been using them back at the office. The old ones, but they still hold a good charge. This is all nonsense. Can't lend out that boat indefinitely, you understand? We need it. Wouldn't be indefinite. We got coordinates from some little gizmo sending out a distress call. A distress call? My pod and a duck. The door slams open upon mention of Duck's name. So, yeah, a buddy of mine has this little gizmo. It's like, hell, I don't know, an answering machine, I guess? Kept spitting out these coordinates in the lake. What else did it say? So it's got a stressed out node, bruh. Something getting stressed out in the lake. What are the coordinates? Where are the coordinates? They in the phone. It's the node. Figure you're right. And you two are just gonna boat right up to it. Sure, boating ain't nothing to me. Been boating my whole life. Why wouldn't we? Because it isn't safe. What other option is there? It isn't safe, Abby. Are you familiar with the network that some call superduck? Duck's my buddy I was telling you about. Clayton Richard. Yeah, Clay. Got a good buddy of mine. Dallas, this guy look familiar? I never said I knew the source. Give him the key. Shit, really? That'd sure help. It's irresponsible. If we give you the key, you must do something for us. Happy to help. What do you need? Take this. The woman passes you a small handheld device. Hold it before the node. Press the little button. Think we can manage that? And return it to us. That's it? That's it. Dallas? Yeah. The boat key. Give it to them. Dallas reaches the key to you. As he looks you in the eyes, a glimmer of familiarity lights his own. He says nothing. Settled, I suppose. That's right, it is. Images cycle across the screen, cypress trees, marsh grass, piers, and other details from locations scattered around the lake. A man in a trench coat and an elaborate bolo tie stares down at the carpet. What's up? What's your role in all this? I don't feel like getting into it. Been running jobs for Super for years, that's all. That's why Dr. Moore pulled me into this. All my money is tied up in crack coin, and now, with the network down, crack's worth nothing. So I take whatever work comes my way, how it goes. Stay safe, there's something in the air tonight. What do you mean? Doesn't matter what I mean, just keep your wits up. Yes, what is it? Did you get my reading? What's all this about? Been following the evolution of the superduck network for nearly a decade. I've never seen it behave like this. How so? We believe that it's dying. Communication across the region has been scrambled and erratic. Birds are dropping from the sky en masse. It's even affecting the local wetland habitats. I have reason to suspect that an old colleague of mine died prematurely due to exposure to one of these nodes. Who are you conducting this research for? My research is funded through a private donor. There's no need to get into that. I've been studying these wetlands my entire life. Who was your colleague? Why would that be relevant to you? Peter, please. She was pushed out of the academy many years ago for transcript fraud and plagiarism and harassment. She had a reputation for being irresponsible with her research and letting her personal grievances influence her findings. I once co-authored a paper with her on the fence line community of the Dimes. Her vendetta against S.H.I.E.L.D. and other commercial interests in the region alarmed me at first. But in the end, I think her motives were laudable, and believe S.H.I.E.L.D. is ultimately to blame for her death. But I also suspect that superduck played a role. Her cancer was in remission the night that she was exposed to the Fat City node. Following that single incident of exposure, the speed of her relapse was remarkable. She was dead within weeks. I'm sorry, Dallas, but this is reality you must come to grips with. We're not gonna say, hey, that's my mom? Superduck may have contributed to your mom's death. Your mom was in remission when she visited the superduck node in Fat City. Following this exposure, her relapse was rapid, and her death came soon after. The high-frequency radiation emitted by the superduck node may have played a role. Superduck is dying. A group of researchers at the fishing camp in leblanc have evidence to suggest that some event has led to the rapid decay of the superduck network. Alright, we've got the boat. Let's see. Look at that. It works. Let's take us a little ride. You heading into the lake? Yes, sir. You done much riding out there? All the time. Then you know what it's like. A lot of the land has eroded away. Once you get past Interstate 10, you can't hardly see where the water ends and the land begins. Talking about the ghost bayous? That's right. The man turns his attention to you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you're saying the land is eroded so it looks like open water. That's right. Once you pass beneath the interstate bridge out there, it's hard to tell the eroded land where all the dead trees fell from the open water. You might run your prop over submerged cypress trees, might even get yourself stuck. Then how are we supposed to get through? The strange boys with the name tags that have been coming around lately, they seem to get through the ghost bayous just fine. They're always looking at that map. Maybe they know something we don't. And one more thing, if you got a sonar tracker on your phone, keep it handy. All kinds of stuff is hidden in this lake. Don't be shy about jumping in the water. You'll see some weird things down there, but it's just a trick of the light. Nah, they got ghosts in the water. Nonsense, don't pay that any mind. Been swimming in these bayous all my life. Get an alert from that sonar, dive in and see what it's about. You ready? I guess. Alright, Kay, time to put on our detective hats. You got your phone handy? Let's take a look at the GPS. There's 2 sets of coordinates at Duck's place. One we found scribbled on a letter, same letter that mentions your brother, said they was searching for a head. Now, I don't think that's your brother's head. That ain't what I'm saying, but I got a hunch all this is connected. Coordinates for that are on the northwest side of the lake, might be worth checking out. The other came from that app on your phone, it was putting out some kind of distress signal. Looks like that one's coming from Eagle's Pond. Both sets of coordinates are past the ghost bayous. We want to get there, we gotta figure out how to get through the ghost bayous first. You got that? Now you do the driving. I'm gonna loosen my tie and relax. Oh. Well, What's this? Zoom out. There was something on the interstate canal. I don't really know. Sonar's going off. You figured they got something down there in the lake? Why don't you dive in and find out what it is? Be ready. What the man on the pier said is wrong. They got ghosts down there. Podna of mine dove into the water to drive a piling when he was building his camp. Said he saw his dead granddaddy swimming around dressed up like a race car driver. He tried to swim after him and got sucked down a hole and ended up at a pizza restaurant 20 miles away. But that's what we're looking for at the portals. Glad it's my off hours. I'd hate to see something like that with the kind of hangover I got. As you fall into the lake, you watch the traffic lights of the overpass become like a mirage on the surface of the water. There's the sound of cars rushing above you, and then there's the sound of your descent, and then there's nothing. The lake and all of its sediment is infinite in its silence. It holds you captive, and you are unable to move. Paralyzed in this way, you watch the dim suggestion of headlights cut across the bridge in their erratic cadence. All at once, an explosion of sound punctuates the vacuum of silence. For the smallest moment, the silence returns before a truck crashes into the water, sending a shock wave that releases you from the water's grip. The truck is sinking quickly, unnaturally, as if being pulled magnetically from below. You swim down to the vehicle. The headlights kill as you approach. The cab light flickers on. Blake sits in the passenger seat with a familiar look of distress. The driver's seat is empty. He sees you and begins to bang on the window. The cab fills quickly, cutting the lights. You pull open the door and swim into the cab as the pressure equalizes. You feel around desperately, your lungs screaming. The cab light awakens again to reveal an empty vehicle. Blake is nowhere. The light pulses slowly, regularly, rhythmically. The light blinks twice quickly and pauses for a moment before blinking again. Return to boat. I don't remember. Oh, this isn't the right way to get there. We're in the ghost bayous now. We're running straight into dead trees that fell into the lake. Gonna be impossible getting through here like this. We'll need to figure something out. Oh, like we literally can't. No, that's gonna hit. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. I gotta like, yeah. Okay. Wait. I think I just... There's one over here. But do I have to... I think I have to go to that one. Like, over... directly over here. And this is the one that's breathing. Yeah, listen. No! I know. That's... That doesn't seem to, like, actually be hurting the boat. As far as I can tell. Alright. I don't want to talk about it. A figure cuts an uncanny silhouette in the water. LeBlanc whispers, "Bruh, it's the pig man. I always thought Duck was pulling my leg. Can't believe I'm seeing him with my own eyes. Duck says the fishermen around here bring him gifts so he don't steal the fish off their line." Is that it? I can't do anything with it? Alright. I don't know that I need to look at the cars as I go, but I mean, I guess it's a cool little thing. Alright, calm down. Is the logging wheel the one that breathes? No, I forgot because I got distracted by the pigmen. Okay. You plunge into the logging canal and immediately find yourself tangled in the branches of a felled tree. You struggle to free your arm, no luck. As you pull, the tree pulls back until at last its force proves stronger and begins to drag you through the flotsam and foam. It's impossible to see beyond the suspended sediment of the water. In a sudden, violent moment, a force pulls the tree into the night air, and you along with it. As you hug the trunk of the tree, you see before you a massive machine spitting smoke into the sky. The machine sits atop a barge. Mounted to the barge is a large drum that spins slowly and powerfully, winding the rope that grips the tree on which you float. You look to either side and see crews of workmen balancing upon pirogues? I don't know. Axing wedges into the base of cypress trees along the canal. Some pull the felled trees to the edge of the canal while others paddle from danger as the towering trees crash into the water. You wrest your arm from the cypress and climb onto the barge. A foreman stands upon the platform and regards you with a scowl as the barge begins to sink into the water. He points to the firebox at his side. "Madare, don't slow down now." You look down at the pile of coal and the shovel beside the firebox, both now submerged as the boat sinks further. The shovel floats towards you as the water reaches the roof of the pool boat. The sinking boat settles upon the silt bottom, and you find yourself floating beside the firebox while holding the shovel. The light of the firebox continues to glow even in the depths of the water. The light is solid, unchanging. The light pulses slowly, regularly, rhythmically. I think that's right.
False.
And then I can't go. I don't know how I'm supposed to go. Wait. Because that's... John's pond, I think, is the one that's supposed to blink really fast. But how do I get there if I can't go through the bayous? Why does it sound like that? This is the one that's supposed to be like 2, pause 2. You dive into the wreckage of an old fishing village. Wooden pilings are shadows against the dim light of the evening. The pilings are driven deep into the silt where planks and bottles and crab traps and stray pieces of tarp have coagulated into something whole. You swim to the lake bottom and float beside this accretion of debris. A stray window rests among the trash, slightly opened. You swim through the window and discover that there is no water beyond it. No longer buoyant, you fall immediately onto a wooden cypress floor. You scan the area. You're in a cluttered living room, clean and well kept. The picture frames along the walls shake, the foundation of the home rocks. You look outside the window from which you entered. Rather than the depths of the lake, you see a torrent of wind and rain ripping across the open sky. Lightning cracks punctuate those furious sounds, and in the small crevices of silence there are screams. There's a door to your right that leads onto the balcony of the home. Oh. Along the wall of the living room are many framed tintypes of seemingly random moments as if captured by accident. With each burst of wind, more of them crash onto the floor. Among the images is a hand waving, scarcely recognizable for the blur, the underside of a table, a clutter of shoes, a centipede held out on a napkin. As you make your way to the center of this collection, you find a picture of your mom. She's young, her hair grown past her shoulders. She's not smiling, nor is she angry. The world outside is a maelstrom. Water laps at the balcony, threatening its foundation. You watch as willow trees floating along the bank of the bayou leave the earth entirely, sucked into an insatiable purple sky. In the distance, figures hug the crowns of cypress trees, screaming prayers into the vortex. Among those so stranded is Blake, who has lashed a rope around a tree and is holding to it desperately. You dive from the balcony into the floodwaters and swim against the strongest current the bayou has ever known. When you emerge, there is no home, no Blake, no hurricane. Only the infinite evening. LeBlanc waves from the boat that idles near the bank. "You good, Kay?" he shouts. You look up at the cypress tree where the apparition of your brother clung only a moment before. A rope hangs from it, limp in the stagnant air. A light awakens from somewhere in the depths of the bayou. The light pulses slowly, regularly, rhythmically. The light blinks twice quickly, and then pauses for a moment before blinking again. This one turned green, which makes me think that the other one was not right. This is not the breathing one? Maybe it's the... Oh no, it's not. It's supposed to be Trepannier's Pond. It's fine, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, no, that one's fine. Whatever. You crash through the shallow depths of the lake as the swamp spins around you. You try desperately to regain a sense of direction, thrashing further from the water's surface. You sink deeper into the bayou in this way, until at last you emerge on the other side of the water, where you find a near-perfect mirror of the world you left behind. The contours of the galaxy are alight in the sky above you. You've never seen so many stars. A man sits beside a kerosene lamp in the dirt of a palmetto grove along the bank. He rises to take a closer look at you. "I watch this swamp from the treetops every night, but I never watched the water," he says. He reaches out his hand and helps you onto the bank. In the shadows of the grove are other figures whispering among themselves. The whispers are above you as well, and the invisible crowns of the cypress trees. "You're one of the Trepannier's children, aren't you?" "I am." He waves his hand to the others and they begin to move up the bank. Tell him to rest easy while he can. The man joins the rest of the assembly and they walk deeper into the night, leaving the kerosene lamp behind. The light is solid, unchanging. The light pulses slowly, regularly, rhythmically. Okay, so the one that I made breathe earlier is supposed to be the fast blink. Which I think is... Yeah, okay, the logging one. No, it's okay, we're okay. We did it. Hooray. Let's actually look a little bit closer. So... My god, okay. I don't think we can go to Eagle's Pond first. I think we're gonna have to go this way and then around. So let's turn left up here. Well, right here and then left. Afraid of no ghost. Hold on. Oh, we're right there. You plunge into the water. You pass your hands through the increasingly obscure cloud of sediment. A stray branch juts from the larger tangle of detritus. 2 beads of light shine from the direction of the branch. As you make your way closer, you discern the shadow of a form. You pass your hands over it. Soft, almost gelatinous flesh. The distinct ridge of a nose, the firm, unmistakable texture of teeth. Glowing eyes hardened like glass. You wrest the head from its hanging place and swim towards the boat. What you got there, Kay? A little treasure from the lake? You hang the head from its slopping triangle of hair and display it to LeBlanc. Dear, sweet mother of Jesus. The head continues to rock gently in the wind. That's great, kid. Just put it down. What's with them eyes? LeBlanc taps his fingernail on one of the eyes. Them eyes ain't human. Presses his thumbs into the head, and the 2 glass-like orbs slip easily from the eye sockets. The head is entirely without eyes. Alright, playtime's over. We still got another set of coordinates to check out. Gross! Alright, so we're gonna go down this way. Yeah. I missed the puppet show. It was much less, I don't know. Creepy. It was pretty creepy. What's this? Let's go back to the boat. Alright. I want to see what's over here first. Before we talk to the garretts. Hey, super bird. God's name am I looking at here? Bruh. I seen some big bald eagles in the spillway before. Never nothing like this. Like somebody tore its eyes out. Hey, we got those. Yeah, we got, do I have to literally? You slot the eyes into the bird's empty sockets. Hey, that's, the thing. Bro, what? That bird just puked out a floating ball. Mr. Petrie used to tell us all the time they got aliens in this lake. How's it doing to you? Almost looks like it's giving you a sniff. The sphere shrinks down and buries itself inside of your coat. Whoa, now looks like you made a friend. Orb joins the party. Be careful carrying that ball around in your pocket, Kay. Don't let it blast lasers out your eyes. Shit. I'm kinda sorry for the big bird, bruh. First time I seen an alien do that to a bird. All that heat coming off this thing starting to make my skin itch. Let's roll. Okay, so superduck is dying. A group of researchers, you infer that the network's decay is a luminous... Yeah. You infer that the network's decay is the result of a luminous sphere vomited up by a superduck node in the lake. Yep. Your mom saw something in the lake. Superduck ate it. Maybe superduck consumed the vessel of light to gain power, wisdom, but it only destroyed the network in the end. That's not what I meant to do. So, hey. Okay. That's all it does. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, let's go check out the garrets, I guess. This is the other... What's happening at John's Pond, though? Isn't that where we're supposed to go next? Guess we'll talk to the garrets first. Hey, there's Crouton. The 3 garrets guard the pass. Their tonsures, robes, and smudged foreheads awaken something in your memory. What's that thing? A playset? Yes, it's my little playset. What's it do? Whatever I want it to. Say, how do I get one of them name tags? I like them things. It's too late, we're out. Just feel like we got pretty similar styles. I'm a little more of a bad detective type, you know? Like I got street smarts. Street smarts! You're more like a freak, like you wear a chain wallet. But I feel like we'd be in the same band. On the road together, we get off the tour bus, people would be like, who's that guy and his little freaky friend? I don't know, I've already been around you 5 minutes. That seems like enough. Nah, we should do stuff like this more often, bro. Hang out like this. I'm leaving the planet tonight. When you get back then, y'all my kind of people. No more getting through this way. Ditchman's orders. Unless you're the ones with the messenger. Are you the ones with the messenger? Ditchman? Yeah, Ditchman, our new daddy. The messenger? That's right, the big round thing with the juice in it. Oh, you talking about the juice ball? We got the juice ball right here. Okay, show him. Those little dude, the juice ball. Looking for my brother. Cool. You know a guy named Blake? Loser guy? Like, a little loser guy, clothes don't fit right. Dead lady's kid? Oh yeah, Jesus lady's kid. He's over at the Ark all tied up like a pig. Is he alive? Yeah, Ditchman's taking good care of him. He's fine. You hearing this, Kay? We gotta get through. They're holding your... Okay. Gone ahead and like... Oh, so you found it? We were searching for a while, but we gave up. What the hell happened? John got what was coming to him. He took us for granted. Wouldn't let us wear cool Templar stuff. So Ditchman pulled an alpha move and popped his head off. And that's okay with you? Yeah, John sucked. Everybody thought so. Alright. Cool. No doubt. We await the bearer of the messenger. Ditchman prophecies that she will pass through this very bayou with the messenger hidden in her pocket. We will radio him after she leaves so that he may prepare her throne. Kay got this big marble that shrunk down and hid inside her pocket. You talking about something like that? Yes. Kay, show him that ball you found in the bird's mouth. Wait till you see this thing. Show him, Kay. That's it. Is that it? Its light is nourishing and divine. I can see the crystalline texture of everything that surrounds me. Flood me with another kiss. I'm begging you. I'm on the edge. Just one more time, please, God. I mean, sure. Oh, yes. Oh. There was a swamp and a lake and a refinery, and Kay had no face. I am the one. There's a great coming apart of this world. Can you see it? The coming apart so that the light that was hidden in the salt can shine again. I am the sun. I was the one in the mall. I am the one in the swamp. But who would be in this swamp and not fly your mother's corpse into the stars as a benediction where prayers collide? Who would not follow your mother down the ditch if I were the light, and if I were the man who presides over this night, this ditchman night? I am the one. So y'all mind if we squeeze by right quick? What? Oh, you got the messenger. Nice. Yeah, you can pass. Ditchman's waiting. Hey, Rhett. Yeah? Radio to base. Let them know the messenger's on its way. Come in, ground control. This is Duck Blinds. Ground control. Come in. Garrett? Why is no one answering over there? Probably just prepping for launch. You two are free to take your boat through this pass. As soon as we get someone from the base on the radio, we'll let them know you're coming. Can I have the cat? Or the dog? Or the other dog? The man in the ditch is Garrett's new daddy. The man in the ditch beheaded Kenner John to secure his place as the leader of the Garretts and take control of the Ark. The head that you discovered in the lake belonged to a man named John, once the leader of the Garretts. He was beheaded by Ditchman. Cool. So where now? John's Pond. Got it. You sink into the shallow depths and begin the routine of dredging its bottoms with your fingers. Something wet and sponge-like distinguishes itself from the silt. You take it in hand and return to the boat. What do I got? Having climbed over the gunwale, you observe the object that you discovered in the waning evening lake. I wish I knew where Monkey was. Monkey returns your gaze, his eyes now empty of any knowing or evidence of light. You found another toy, Kay? Your rotting head needed a friend to play with? That's nice. There is no infinite stare left in the stuffed toy. You place him in your bag. But Monkey... Wait, does that mean Monkey was spying on me? Oh.
Keep scoring.
What?